Hey folks, it's Perry again in the shop, and if you saw my last shop update, you know I've got a zillion projects, and this is one of them. So this is, I don't know, 150 pound or something. It's a buck boost transformer that will convert the 250 some odd volts coming from my phase converter, and it will turn it into 230 volts. Now, the way this thing is set up, you have a bunch of these taps, and then you have a voltage right here. Let me bring you in closer so you can see this, and I'll explain how these things work. So, you can see there's all these numbers right here, and this transformer, it can either step voltage up or it can step it down depending on which tap you use. So it has everything from 190 to 355 volts. So let's say I had a 220 service, nominal 240 in my house, and I've got a phase converter. Let's just say, for instance, that my voltage was really low for some reason. This 190 tap right here, I can make that the input, and then I can get 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 346, or 355 out. And let's say I had, for whatever reason, this doesn't go up to 380 volts, but let's just say that, for some reason or another, I had a really super high voltage. I could actually bring this down. But in this case, what I'm going to do is, see, you've got these lines right here, and one of the set of lines is on 240, and the other set of lines is on 230. So this is only a 10 volt step down, but if I have 250 volts coming in on the 240, I'll end up getting about 240 volts out. Our goal is to take that transformer sitting on that crate and stuff it behind the machine there. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to move the spindle chiller assembly out of the way and drag this big old thing across the floor. So wish me luck. Kind of tight quarters here, so I don't have the best of camera angles. Let me give you a good shot of the electrical disconnect. So this is the main incoming disconnect for the Fadal. This is how you turn it on, and this is how you turn it off. There's also fuses in here. Power comes in from the top, however that may be. It has three phases that come into these three lugs, and then there's a ground right here. On the other side of this, you've got the three outputs of the fuses. They are tied into several what look like 10 gauge wires that feed into the cabinet. Now, phases 1 and 3 go through this outside conduit down to this transformer right here, and then back out. So this transformer is a 240 to 120. It's a buck boost transformer used in bucking, and this transformer takes the 240 that comes in, turns it into 120, feeds it back through, and then provides 120 volts to the control. Now phases 1 and 3 are connected to this transformer. So once I connect all this back up, I need to verify what my voltages are on the three phases, because I want the two utility phases to be going to this transformer down here, because this is what all the electronics run off of. And then I want the generated phase, which is number 2, to only go to the spindle drive assembly. So the generated phase, or the wild leg, high leg, whatever you want to call it, is going to be headed only to the spindle drive, and then the utility phase, which is I consider better regulated, those two phases are going to this transformer and then to all the electronics. So that's my plan. Let me bring you down here and show you what I did for the connection. I got you pointed down there. I can see my finger in the screen. So this cable that comes up right here, yeah, that one is the wall plug that originally went to the machine, and then so that cable right there that's kind of going out of frame, that then goes to the machine, and this goes in place. What I've done is I have added a grounding lug to the frame of the transformer so that I can bring ground in, send ground out. This transformer most likely was grounded on the frame because it was mounted to a chassis, and I'm sure the chassis was grounded. So this was inside of a big metal, cabinet at one time. So what we're going to do now is we're going to measure the voltage of each of the phases to ground. So because I have residential power service here, I've got I've got a single phase AC, which is there's one phase between the two hot legs. Now with 240 volt power in residential, you have two legs that are provided by the power company, and then you have a neutral. When it gets to your house, that neutral is bonded to ground. So you have no neutral coming from the power company, but when it gets to your house, it bonds to ground through the electrical panel and then to your grounding rod. Now that means that if you measure between those two incoming legs from the power company, you're going to measure 120 volts to ground. Now what's different about a phase converter is that the output that it has is not ground referenced. So if you measure the output of the phase converter to ground, you're going to get 240, 250 volts. So what we're going to do is identify which of the three legs coming in are utility power and which one is the phase converter. So like I said before, what I want this transformer running off utility leg, the utility power, and I only want the generated leg, the wild leg, going to the spindle drive. So I have got, what I'll do is pick my ground point right here. Here's my ground point. I measure the incoming leg right there. No, that ain't gonna work because it disconnects there. So let's measure that and then that. So that's 111 volts to ground. Now, it just occurred to me that because I have an isolation transformer, these may all be, okay, that one's 198 to ground, and that one's 116 to ground. So that one's 198, means the white one is the high leg, and I want to switch the black and the white wires in order to have utility power on the two outer legs. I have de-energized the circuit. I'm going to double check because this is a big giant inductor, and the thing that inductors, the way they work is they don't like to change. They resist change in voltage, so they resist charging up and they resist discharging. So we're good on that. Now I'm going to flip the black and the white legs. Now, let's check our voltages. 111, 117, 198, and then phase to phase on that is 223, phase to phase on that is 228, and phase to phase on that is 227. Awesome! So I'm between like 225 and 230 volts, somewhere around there. It is whirring to life, folks. Put my toes back there. That's my air inlet. Let me give you a close-up shot here. So down there, we've got the transformer. It's got that nice cover on it now. All the wires are coming down from the top. There's protection from stuff falling on it and shorting. So that's covered up. I really like the way that came out. I think we are good. I am going to call this project done and go wash up. Well, oh, and edit this. Thanks for watching, guys. You know, if you like this video, if it was helpful to you, share it. If you like my channel, subscribe. Have a good day.